everybody. This is Sam Bell. Recently, my wife shared with me some psychological research on what it truly takes to grow as a person. I want to share that with you today because Everest is a personal development company that happens to be in the business of real estate, meaning that the expectation is we all grow each day, both through our mind and our intelligence, through developing our skill sets, even to the point where we want to exercise daily and grow and develop our bodies. Now, as I share with you these 5 things, I want you to think about what it truly takes to grow. The 5 things are this. 1, uncomfortable, difficult conversations. 2, doing something you are terrible at until you become good at it. 3, getting past the stories your ego creates. 4, viewing the behavior you're ashamed of as the scared child inside of you asking for healing. And 5, placing your own happiness at the top of your priority list unapologetically. As I read through these 5 things, it became clear that there's one common factor. And that common factor is growth is uncomfortable. It pushes us outside of our comfort zone and forces us to do things that we're not used to. It reminded me of a time in my life when I was trying to learn Spanish, and it was difficult to get out and try to speak to people who speak Spanish because I was embarrassed that my language skills were not native or fluent enough or proficient enough. But what I learned is the more I got out there and in that case had those uncomfortable, difficult conversations, not because I was trying to do something or tell somebody something that might be awkward, but because I was trying to use a language I was not used to and doing it over and over and over until I became good at it. That was the only way to truly learn how to do something better. As you go through your day, I would suggest that rather than run from the hard things, you run toward the hard things. My wife and I have a little family theme that we consistently remind our children of, which is we do hard things. And the only way you grow, the only way you get yourself into uncomfortable, difficult conversations, doing things that you're terrible at until you become good at them, getting past the stories your ego creates, viewing the behavior you're ashamed of as the scared child, asking for healing, and placing your own happiness as your top priority unapologetically, is by doing hard things. I would invite you as you go through your days today and this week and this month and this next quarter and this next year to run towards hard things and really find the growth and satisfaction that comes from that as you do those. And I can promise you that as you do that, you will develop and grow in ways that you've never experienced before. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and thank you for your time.